There is such a kind of tea in Chongqing, priced at approximately $1,620. This means each cup of afternoon tea costs nearly $274. The price for 1 kilogram of tea is almost $10,959. That's the top product of Jinshan Black Tea, Chen-Chu.
We work with prestigious luxury brands, especially because this is probably one of the earliest luxury brand based on tea, especially Chinese tea.
Every month, over 30,000 tons of tea leaves are shipped from China to markets around the world. In Chongqing, black tea is the main type of tea for export, primarily destined for Pakistan, Russia, Kazakhstan, and other countries. However, the ancient tea trees of Jinfo Mountain in Chongqing have taken a different path. They are targeting high-end markets in Singapore and the Middle East, crafting a unique luxury product.
We don't sell it as ancient tea. We sell it as a magical drink that makes people happy.
Jinfo Mountain in Chongqing, located near the mystical 30 degrees north latitude, is a botanical treasure that survived the Quaternary glaciation period. Over 20,000 large tea trees are scattered across the deep mountains at altitudes above 1,300 meters. This unique natural environment has given Jinshan Black Tea its exceptional quality, as well as its rarity.
At this stage, the withered fresh tea leaves are placed into a rolling machine for rolling. During the rolling process, the cell structure of the leaves is broken down, which initiates the fermentation process. The temperature and humidity during fermentation can be precisely controlled using the central control panel. Here is our black tea fermentation room between 28 degrees Celsius and 29 degrees Celsius. It is the best conditions for fermentation and for humidification. After the tea has fermented, we dry it using this dryer and dry the tea leaves.
Millennium Jinshan Black Tea comes from a World Natural Heritage Site, Jinfo Mountain. It is made from an ancient relict species of tea tree. Years ago, we heard about the existence of these ancient tea trees on Jinfo Mountain. Due to poor transportation at the time, we were unable to reach the area. About 10 years ago, when access to the region improved, we began our field investigations. On the southern slope of Jinfo Mountain, at an altitude between 1,300 and 1,500 meters, around 30,000 mu, where a unique microclimate has preserved a thriving population of ancient tea trees. Our initial intention was conservation to protect this rare ecological treasure. As we engaged in conservation efforts, we also realized that the local villagers lived in deep poverty. We felt a responsibility to use these natural resources sustainably to help lift them out of hardship. That's when we created our brand called Jinshan Black Tea.
The main period for tea picking is concentrated in March and April, after the Qingming festival.
We have been picking fresh tea for several decades. At first, only the tea stems were picked, then the fresh leaves were picked later.
And as mentioned, we came and we saw that we were touched by the way they were protecting the ancient tea trees and they were helping the poor. And I think it touched us. At 4th century, we don't just do tea. It must be for a good cause, because it must be something that resonate with the world community, and then that's how we progress, I think.
Since 2015, Chongqing has been focusing on the development of black tea exports. Jinshan Lake Company invited me to serve as their technical advisor to help develop an innovative product. My goal was to create a premium black tea for export. After nearly a decade of dedicated effort, our tea, though still limited in production volume, has begun to show clear export potential and has been well received in international markets. Our black tea has been showcased at the China International Import Expo in Shanghai and the recent Export Expo in Haikou, where it garnered strong interest and positive feedback.
And Jinfo company was very advanced in thinking. They saw the opportunity, and then that's why we could connect. And Chongqing, and then they help us to link up together.
In 2023, Singapore's Fort Sanctuary partnered with Chongqing Cultural Investment Group and Jinshan Lake Agricultural Development Co. to jointly establish the Fort Sanctuary Jinshan Black Tea brand, exclusively for overseas markets, dedicated to bringing rare ancient tree tea to the international stage.
As a Singapore company, as we integrate with a Chinese company, we need to throw in our global innovation. We can't sell it as ancient tea tree. So we have to sell it in a different way, in a way that is relevant to the international community. So we try to find out what is the qualities of the tea that gives people this subtle sweetness, and then we elevate this. So our value is we elevate this. So we need to do market research, find out what that connects with people, what's that strikes them. You hear of probably some luxury watches, but you don't hear of luxury tea. And that's what we are testing the concept of luxury tea. 2 years or 3 years from now, we will show you something very astonishing. Yeah. We are trying to say that with the concept of tea without borders. So let's not say whether this tea is Chinese tea or not. Let us think that it's a good tea, and then it's tea something that you like. Rather than after that you like this tea, then you find that, oh, this is from China. Oh, this is from Chongqing.